Hello, and welcome to Game Day with Greg. I am Meg. That's Greg. We have a lot to talk about from last weekend's championship games. College football playoff and the transfer portal has been opened.
Yeah, wild week. Let's jump into it.
Championship weekend rewind. Oregon versus Washington.
Yeah, Washington knocking down Oregon. Oregon was a big favorite. This shook up the playoff picture a bit.
I knew it.
You called it. We love it. I was on Washington all season, so give me some credit.
Michael Penix Jr.
Looking great. Big win. Another big game that weekend. Another upset.
Alabama, Georgia.
Yeah, this one really changed how things looked. Georgia, the top dog, going down. Bama putting it all together in the end. I guess you never again bet against Saban.
Thank you. Roll Tide! Roll Tide! Guess what? Roll Tide! Thank you. Roll Tide!
These upsets shook the playoff picture.
Huge. Yes, a lot of drama.
Number 1 Michigan versus number 4 Alabama. They're taking the Rose Bowl.
I have thoughts. We'll get to them in a minute.
And then number 2 Washington versus number 3 Texas in the Sugar Bowl.
Yeah, so that means
Undefeated FSU.
left out of the playoff.
Yeah.
This has caused a lot of drama, rightfully so. It's kind of unprecedented that an undefeated Power 5 team would be left out in favor of 2 teams with losses. But it is what it is.
A lot of people are upset about this, especially all of the FSU fans out there. We had a fan who wrote in.
What do you say?
Well, Gameday Greg fan Mike from Florida wrote in earlier this week. He said, a 13-0 team who beat LSU is way more convincing than Alabama. It's a sham. Losing the quarterback and winning should show how good the team is, not otherwise.
Yeah, and I agree with that. It is a team sport. They ran the table. They played in a conference championship game with their backup quarterback and won against a very good Louisville team. So now you're discounting that win. I don't love it. I understand it. Why Bama and Texas got in. I mean, Texas beat Bama in the regular season at Alabama, so that's impressive. You can't put Georgia in because they lost to Alabama. So, I mean, there's some transitive property there that's working in this selection process. But the fact that if the quarterback at Florida State didn't get hurt, they're in.
100%.
And I know that was part of that was the main thought process behind the whole thing. But it's too bad because the team was good. They're still a really good team. I hope they're going to play Georgia in one of the bowl games. So they knock off Georgia. They'll be one of the only undefeated teams, potentially the only undefeated team left. So we'll be rooting for them. But yeah, it's a mess, and I'm glad the playoff is expanding so you don't have to deal with this in the future.
Yeah. Well, I've got some recap clips.
Let's play them.
First, I've got the Pac-12 final fam photo before pretty much all of the teams leave the Pac-12. They're all the mascots out there having a good time for their final time together.
Farewell tour.
Next, I've got the Louisville players smashing into the cameraman on the sideline. It looks like it hurts.
Yeah, this one probably isn't as bad as the one we saw Sunday.
Yeah, not as bad, but that I didn't want to show the one from Sunday because the guy's leg is the guy that was moving the chains, right? Yeah. His leg snapped. I didn't want to show that.
He's screaming in pain. Not good.
Not good. It was nasty. I've got Taylor Swift back at the Chiefs game this week with her new BFF, Brittany Mahomes.
Of course.
Who everyone hated until recently, and now she's making a comeback. Good for her. San Francisco 49ers, we have one of their players touching the lip. Or what happened here?
This was the security guard. Sunday Night Football.
Got into a little scuffle.
Philadelphia Eagles head of security gets touched.
I don't think that the security guard should have been kicked out. I think he was doing his job.
How do you kick the head of security out?
It's literally his job. And he didn't really touch the 49ers player. The 49ers player was up in his lip doing this.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't punch him.
He should have. He should have thrown him out.
Exactly. Last clip I have is Jake Paul announcing in a recent pod that he is going to be training for the NFL after he is done with his fighting career.
And
Can't
when
wait.
I do it,
That's usually how this works out really well all the time. I'm excited.
So many people have done that. From YouTube to the NFL. It's so easy. Moving on to our portal news. We've got Ohio State with 13 players entering the transfer portal.
Yeah, this is one thing I kind of hate about the portal. It opens up Ohio State, yet they nearly missed the playoff, and as soon as that happens, the teams, you got half the guys jumping ship, it seems. And this is only the first couple days. There might be more to come. A lot of big names. McCord's in there. A couple of running backs, I think, are in there. It's wild. So now you got the bowl games coming up. They're playing in one of the premier bowl games outside of the playoff. And these fans are going to go there, and who are you going to be watching? You know, these guys aren't going to suit up for Ohio State anymore. So now the whole thing has changed from a reward from a great season to, like, previewing the next season. It's different. It's the new era of college football. It is what it is. But this is only the first few days, first week of the portal, and it's only going to get crazier from here. A lot of big names entered. Some people starting to find teams, but we got another 20-plus days of this, so stay tuned.
New coaching hires.
Yeah, we'll just touch on one right here. Indiana's new coach. Just play the clip.
Kirk Cignetti.
Cignetti fires up the crowd at a basketball game.
Purdue sucks. But so does Michigan and Ohio State.
Oh, what a guy, Kirk.
Knows what to say. I'm fired up.
All right, well, this week preview.
Yeah, we have one. I guess it's not technically a rapid fire prediction, but we'll treat it
No,
as
it's just
such.
here. Just average fire.
Yeah, average fire.
Army-Navy game, 3 p.m. CBS.
Yeah, the annual Army-Navy game.
Army's a 3-point favorite.
And I'm going to take Army, the Black Knights, 2 triple option teams playing. It's the only FBS game on this Saturday. A lot of tradition, a lot of history between both programs. Be fun to watch. I'm going Army, though.
I'm going Army.
2 for Army. I was hoping you disagree.
I can't. Family
Fair enough.
ties,
Fair
you know?
enough.
Look ahead.
Yeah, so after this week's Army-Navy game, that's it until bowl season. Our plan is to bring a preview for the bowls on each week. We're going to try to break it up where we get about 8 to 10 games, leading into the college football playoff, that January 1st date. We'll do a deeper dive on those, but we'll come back with rapid-fire picks and bring any news, new coach hires, transfer portal news, and signing days around the corner. So we'll touch on all that in the coming weeks.
That's all I got.
That's it. Enjoy this week's game.
I'm Meg.
I'm Greg.
Good night.
Oh, how's my hair? Not great?
Try to fix it.
Do not make me look that stupid.
Go in the mirror. Because do what you did when you flipped it up, and then it's like standing.
Okay, yeah. This is...
Greg's having a hair malfunction.
I see what's happening.
We'll be back after this short break.